Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek-Stew, and today, guys, welcome back to an episode of Adventures with Ike. That's right. Today, guys, you're getting the intro right now, and then in a minute, you'll get the rest of the video, but right now, we're doing the intro. Today is Thursday, so this is actually before we are leaving, but on Saturday, me, my wife, and my good friend, Salsa Shark, are actually taking a trip to West Virginia. Salsa Shark is actually going home. Salsa lives in North Carolina, and he's actually, his family's coming from North Carolina to meet us halfway in West Virginia, and then we're trading them off. They're going their way, and we're gonna go back home. But yeah, so he stayed with us for a couple weeks, as you guys probably know from prior videos where I've talked about Salsa, a Controversy podcast, stuff like that. But yeah, really cool stuff, guys. You know, we've had some fun. We've just been kind of relaxing. There's some stuff he couldn't get in North Carolina, like food that he couldn't get, like White Castle. Like where he lives in North Carolina, they don't have like White Castle or Penn Station or Texas Roadhouse, which I guess if you're not from the Midwest, you may not know any of those. White Castle is pretty universal, I feel like. Penn Station, maybe not so much. It's basically just a sub shop. It's pretty good though. It's like a little bit different than normal Subways and stuff. It's usually hot sandwiches. And then Texas Roadhouse is a steakhouse that we have in the Midwest. That's pretty good. I would put it like at a mid-tier like steakhouse. It's not like a Ponderosa, which if you've not from the Midwest, you probably don't know what Ponderosa is either. Or if you know like upper scale, like I'm trying to think of one like Ruth Chris. I feel like that's like a pretty common one. I feel like that's pretty much all over the place. But yeah, so yeah. Not like a Ruth Chris, not like a Ponderosa. It's kind of like in the mid. It's not super expensive, but not like super cheap. Like you can't go and get like a meal for $10. It's probably gonna be $15, $16, $17. But it's not gonna be like $50. But anyhow, so we had some fun, had some good adventures while he was here. But this weekend specifically, we were taking him back halfway to West Virginia. We're staying the night, and then we're coming back on Sunday. Now, me and my wife, we're planners, so we like to plan everything out. So we've kind of already determined like what we're gonna eat and stuff and everything else. You know, we're gonna grab some Taco Bell on the way out of town because Taco Bell just came out with some new items. So I'll probably film myself eating those because that's what people like to watch these days, I guess. They like to see people eat. So I'll probably do a quick little video while I'm driving, trying out. They're like little flatbreads or something like that. So yeah, should be pretty cool. Flatbreads are good. I guess they've had these before, but these might be a little bit different because I think they're on the dollar menu if I remember correctly, but I don't know. We'll see how they are. But that'll be probably one of the next things that you see is probably me in the car eating, and then we'll probably have to stop somewhere, you know, bathroom break, probably about halfway, 2-3 hours in. It's only about 4.5 hours, 5 hours total with like travel time and everything else, and like having to stop and everything else. Hopefully we don't have to stop a whole lot. I think we've planned it pretty well, so that way we don't. Probably bring ourselves some like water and various like drinks and maybe even a little bit of snackage, so that way, you know, we don't have to stop and buy anything, because that money, man, that money. But yeah, so we're pretty excited. It's gonna be fun. You know, when we get there, we're gonna hang out for a little bit, probably get some dinner like in the area, and then just kind of hang out and relax in the hotel. This hotel does not have a pool or hot tub. I was really hoping they did, because if they had a pool or hot tub, I'd be taking a dip in the hot tub for sure. But then on the way back on Sunday, we're actually gonna stop at Raising Cane's. So Raising Cane's is the, if you've never heard of it, it's like a huge thing on TikTok, I mean, or it was, but like super good chicken. That's literally all they serve is chicken, french fries, and then they have these rolls and like a sauce called cane sauce, and they have good sweet tea and everything else. So super good food. I've had it a few times, but yeah, so I'm super excited about that. You know, I've had it a few times, but like I love going every time we can because it's so good. So we'll probably film that for the aesthetic, but yeah, super good. But the reason you're seeing this video now, and the reason I'm actually filming this prior to the actual adventure, is because I have a small story time. So the small story time is what you're gonna hear next, and it's just such a stupid, I hate when shit like this happens, and it feels like it happens to me a lot, and I feel like I don't do anything like sketchy. I don't do things that like would put me in compromising situations, but somehow I'm always in those. So, but anyhow, Next thing you're gonna hear prior to seeing the adventure is the story about how apparently my debit card got stolen again. Alright, so story time it is. So earlier this week on Monday, I had to go get gas. I'm sorry, not on Monday, or maybe it was Monday, or I don't know. But probably earlier this week, I had to go get gas, stopped at a Get-Go. And when I stopped to get gas at the Get-Go, used my card, put a little bit of gas in, and this obviously sounds super cheap, but because I was heading south, on my way down south on the interstate, there we stopped at a Sam's Club, and because we share a Sam's Club membership with some family, and the Sam's Club, it's so much cheaper. Like if you have Sam's Club membership, typically the gas is going to be cheap, like 20 to 30 cents cheaper than like what normally is. Like where we're at here, it was like $3.15, $3.20, but then when we got down there, it was like $2.90, and like it's not a whole lot. It was still hella expensive, but you know, it was a lot better than the $3.20, $3.15. And so we had to, we had to put a little bit of gas in because we had to get there, right? Because we were pretty much empty because we do a lot of driving. Because like I said, we do Grubhub on the side because I'm a broke bro. And so when we do Grubhub and stuff, obviously we drive a little bit. And so we had to put a little bit of gas in the car just to get us there. Like I'm talking like $5 worth of gas. Just enough to get our car to chug along to get to where we were going. And then we stopped, got gas at the Sam's Club, filled it all the way up because it's a lot cheaper, and then kept on pumping on. So, but we stopped to get gas at the Get-Go, continue on our day. Well, yesterday, I was after work, it was like 6, 7 o'clock almost, and I'm sitting there and I'm actually on shift for Grubhub. Now, the good thing about where we're at for Grubhub is that sometimes during the week, it's not super busy. Typically like the weekends and sometimes Fridays are kind of busy. It just kind of depends when you're on there, I mean, honestly. But it wasn't terribly busy for Grubhub, but it was a little busy. Like not super duper, but like a little bit. And then, I'm sorry, I should rephrase. I'm talking, I don't know why, but I was thinking like of a different day. Yesterday was not busy at all. Like we went the entire day, like the entire 2.5 hour shift on Grubhub, only got one order, which that's a whole nother thing as well. Maybe I'll talk about that some other time. But anyways, whole entire shift only had one order, which is fine. We weren't really feeling like going out and driving a bunch. So, and we get guaranteed paid $12 an hour. So it's fine. I'm not mad about that. But what I am mad about is I was sitting there and I have an app on my phone that's connected to my bank that alerts me when some like random charges go through that may not be like normal, right? And so I start getting spammed, and I mean spammed. Like, it was like 10 or 11 charges. Most of them were zero and most of them were denied, but a few had money on them. But it was really some random website, and I had never been there, never charged it, and I had to call the card fraud place, and they're like, yeah, we'll cancel your card. Which, when I call the card fraud place, I know that they have to ask these questions, but they're like, have you let anybody else use your debit card? Does anybody else have a copy of it? Do they know your card number? No, I don't. Nobody knows my card number. It's just me and my wife, and neither me nor my wife bought something from this like workout place. Like, if you could see me, you would know that I'm not buying anything from a workout and fitness website. And she's like, okay, let me see if this is like a reoccurring charge. And it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I know that like, I know that they have to do those things and check about that, but like, at the same time, like, what? You don't believe me? Like, but anyway, so they check, there's no reoccurring charges, and then like, okay, yeah, we'll cancel your card and we'll refund the money to you. We'll stop the charge and credit you the money until it's disputed, and then we'll go ahead and, you know, move on through. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I had to go get a new debit card. So I actually have to, let's see, tomorrow, I think, I have to actually leave work early because I have to drive to my bank, because my bank isn't local, mind you. My bank is actually from, I can't remember. Technically, I think it's a Southern bank or something like that. It's from a credit union from down south in Indiana. So it's technically not from here, and like, yeah, so it's like, yeah. But anyways, point being is, so I have to drive like 45 minutes to go get a new card, and I kind of need a new card before I go to West Virginia. And yeah, but it pisses me off because like I get why people like skim cards or whatever, because they don't have money, so they want to take my money, but I don't want them to take my money. But oh well, I guess it is what it is. Like I mean, I'm getting a new card. My old card was locked and everything else, so I don't have any other crazy pending charges or anything. But God bless America. It just bewilders me. Like, I'm not a rich person, man. Like, you can take the $30 that I have in my bank account, man. But anyways, so that's the story time for you. I got my card scammed. It had to have been the get-go because like we didn't spend any money elsewhere other than Sam's Club. And at Sam's Club, you can actually use the app to pay, and you don't have to put your card anywhere near the card reader. So I don't think it can get scammed that way. At least I don't think it can. And so yeah, we just scanned it, boom, paid for it that way, and then went along with our day. But we pretty much narrowed it down. We're like, okay, it was probably the Get-Go gas station. They probably skimmed it there, and then yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. We notified the bank, getting a new card tomorrow, hopefully, and then yeah. And it just sucks, it's because it's an inconvenience, but I mean, I guess it's better than them getting like hundreds of dollars from me, but oh. But yeah, that's my story time. That's a real quick one. But now the next things you're gonna see are from my adventure. These are gonna be the actual adventures with Ike. You're gonna see my traveling, me eating probably because I'm a fat ass, and yeah, so enjoy. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below, but let's get to it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So you can't see right here. There's going to be a block right here. You're probably wondering to yourself, why is that? Because the elusive salsa shark is right behind me. But anyhow, I forgot to video it, but I tried the new Taco Bell items. It's the loaded taco fry burrito. Is that what it's called? Yes? Okay. All right. Sorry, I was trying to ask a question. I guess people don't want to speak. The other things were it's like a beefy potato flatbread, and then the chicken flatbread. They're like taco flatbreads. Basically, everything was really good. I forgot to record it. But anyhow, we're on the road. We're on our way to West Virginia to drop off Salsa to his new home, like a stray dog. But we'll probably check up with you again when we get to the hotel. But until then, just hang tight. Hey, what's going on, guys? So, quick update. We're at the hotel, and we have a small problem. Hey, Salsa, do you want to explain the problem to the people?
I mean, simple as. Two beds, each can hold 2 people, and 5 people. No couch, just what I can imagine is a bench you sit on to put your shoes on.
Yeah, let me show you our current situation real quick. Okay, in an attempt not to show Salsa, that's his hand. In an attempt not to show Salsa, here's one bed. Here is bed number 2. My wife's there. There's my dog. And that's Salsa's bed for the night. Not the crate. Now, granted, that may be better, but
at least move the crate before I go to bed.
The bench there.
Yeah,
So, or the floor over here. Or maybe this closet. Who knows? There's an ironing board, but
even the shower's not built back like that.
yeah, I was like, this is the shower over here. It's a nice hotel. Yeah, what's going on? That's my phone case, just in case you guys are curious. But yeah, so that's the precarious situation that we find ourselves in today, or at least where Salsa finds himself in. So yeah, hi guy, you mean boy. But anyhow, we're gonna hop off here, and probably gonna go get some food because we are hungry. So check back with you later. Hey, what's going on, guys? You guys can't see me that well, but Dave Dynasty has showed up to this hotel, and like I said, we're dropping Salsa Shark off to his family, but as well, Dave Dynasty's here as well to visit. So yeah, we're gonna scare him, but he's taking forever. I don't know what he literally updated his Facebook post. He made a Facebook post about being at the hotel, I think. I didn't actually read it, but it said he updated his post, and he's literally in the hotel, but not in his room. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, I'm gonna to scare him in a second. Next thing you see will probably be me scaring him. Alright, peace. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know that it could film on the light. Holy shit. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, they're not here yet, but I was testing that. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Did that scare you? No. I need content for my YouTube channel. I'm starving for content. Say hi, Dave Dynasty. Say hi, Kayla.
Let me tell you a story here. Content.
This is Mama Isaacs.
Hi.
And that's Dave Dynasty. So I can't call him Papa Isaacs. I guess. Hey.
I brought you a cheer one.
Thank you.
I brought you one. We were gonna get 12 packs, but Walmart and Teeter were out.
So if people out there don't know, this is like a North Carolina thing, and it's super good. But okay, they're here now. I didn't scare them, but I did hide in that closet for about 20 minutes for no reason. It's going, guys. So you probably noticed I'm outside, just taking my dog out. So that's all there is to it right now. I'm about to take him inside and get some breakfast. So yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? So just a quick update. I did a little message this morning, but I was like really tired and kind of out of it, and I was taking the dog out at the hotel. Yeah, so this morning we got up, had breakfast at the hotel, because obviously free breakfast, and if you're going to a hotel without continental breakfast, then you're missing out, because there's nothing like free breakfast. But we are back on the road, as you can hear. We're, driving back to good old Indiana. Visiting West Virginia wasn't too bad. We actually had pizza last night, which I was going to record, but it was a little place called Husson's Pizza, or Husson's, I'm not quite sure. It was Husson. So if you're in the Hurricane area, try Husson's or however they say it. That was pretty good. Pepperoni pizza was actually pretty quality. The cheese was it was very, it didn't just taste like your standard cheese pizza. It actually had additional flavor, which was great. And then we also had the Supreme, which was pretty alright. But yeah, overall it was just a good time. We just kind of hung out. And then this morning, Salsa went his way, Dave Dynasty went their way, and then we are going our way. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Just kind of living the dream and vibing and rocking and rolling. Funny small story. When we booked the room, there were only 2 beds, like we talked about, and Salsa didn't have a place to sleep. There was like basically a little bench or a chair he could sleep in, or the floor. But basically, Salsa didn't want to break his back on the floor, so we were trying to figure out other ideas. But thankfully, someone came up with a good idea of just going and buying an air mattress. So we went and bought an air mattress from the Walmart. It was like only about $40, and it was self-inflating twin mattress. I've not heard from Salsa whether or not it was comfortable or not, but
He said it was a good mattress.
he said it was good. Well, shit, there you go. So it was a pretty good mattress, which is good. For $40, you can't go wrong with that. It's a little twin, something easy, something that, we actually ended up keeping it. So, I'll probably start bringing it with me anytime I go to a hotel, just in case. The funny story about that is that, we opened it up, he inflated it, and he was like, we got it inflated, and then we went to the gas station to get some drinks. And when we came back from the gas station, the thing had deflated. So we're like, oh shit, there's a hole. Yeah, of course. And just a little pinprick size hole. Just the perfect size just to fuck up a day. And yeah, so we were like, okay, well, I guess Salsa is sleeping on the floor because this thing's got a hole in it. And one of the people in our room, my mom, was actually like, hey, maybe there's a patch kit in there. And Dave Dynasty was like, why would there be a patch kit in there? It's not a bicycle. Like, you're not patching a bike tire. And he ate his words, because there was, in fact, a patch kit in there. So he patched the hole. It heats up, or sorry, not heats up, it airs up just fine now. So ended up being perfect. But it was just really funny, kind of ironic, because the trip down here wasn't too bad. The Dave Dynasty, his trip was pretty turbulent, but overall wasn't bad. But then that was just kind of a weird, ironic thing that happened. That shit. I guess Salsa is sleeping on the floor today, but he did not. He slept on an air mattress, so I guess we all get to live another day. Salsa's a very vengeful god. So with that being said, we're on our way now. Are we going to Raising Cane's or the gas station first? Raising Cane's. We're going to Raising Cane's. So I'll probably film again when we get there because Raising Cane's is really good. I'll show you guys the food. I'm sure you've seen it before if you've ever been on TikTok. But that's where we're going next. So next stop, Raising Cane's. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So we're here at Raising Cane's. We got ourselves some canes. So I got my food here. I'm actually going to unclip you guys real quick just to give you a quick look at what we're eating. Say hi to my dog back there who's sleeping. Okay. So here we go. Got the Texas toast, the French fries, and the chicken. And then that's the 2 cane sauces right there. And then my beautiful wife got the same thing except for instead of the 2 rolls, because I don't really care for coleslaw too much. I like it on occasion, but instead of getting coleslaw, I just got the second roll because you can actually substitute pretty much anything for anything. But she got coleslaw. How's the coleslaw?
It's okay. I probably won't get it again.
It's okay. Probably wouldn't get it again. That's kind of what I thought. I figured it wouldn't be horrible, but like I'm not a huge fan of coleslaw to begin with. But anyhow, that's food. Let me clip you guys back in. All right, you're clipped back in. So if you've never been to Raising Cane's, their sauce is like what I've honestly kind of what they're known for. I feel like that's like the thing. Like obviously how their business model is also pretty awesome because I mean if you don't know, they only serve chicken, French fries, coleslaw, and their bread. You can get like because they do have a chicken sandwich, but it's literally just their chicken tenders on the bun. But that's the cane sauce. You kind of see the coloration on that. What would you compare that to?
I don't even know.
So good. It's kind of sweet. Has a little bit of sweetness to it. It's very tangy. I don't know. Not like a Thousand Island, but kind of like burger sauce. Kind of like a ketchup mayo combo, but better because it has a lot of seasonings in it. It's honestly really good. And their chicken is super juicy. And and what I love to do is I like to take the rolls. I like to not cut them necessarily, but open them up, put a chicken tender in with some fries underneath, and then dip it in the cane sauce. That's the best way to do it right there. But anyhow, I'm going to dig in, and then I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Probably the next time I'll see you is when we get home. And I'll probably do a little closing. And I already recorded the intro and outro for this. So actually, maybe I haven't recorded the outro. Either way, next time you'll see me is when I get home. So peace out. I'm going to enjoy my food. If you're ever in the Ohio, Kentucky area, try out Raising Cane's. You won't regret it. So peace. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm home, back at my humble abode. My cat is over here. She missed me. Luma. Psst. Thank you. But she missed us. Oh, hi, Kai. My dog's running around in here. So we're home. And I said in the last clip that I had already done an outro. I was wrong. I was horribly wrong. I only did an intro. You knew me. I only did an intro. And then there was sorry, something on the camera. And then a story time about how my card got skimmed. Because I ended up going and getting a new card on Friday. I actually had to get an hour off early from work so that way I could drive to Indy to the nearest bank that I bank out and get a new card printed because they print in office, which is really cool. I mean, that's better than them having to send it to me in the mail. And then I'm just going to do this because that's the best lighting. Up there is a little like effigy that we have for our our long departed dog Bucky. Super awesome dog. Sometime I'll do a story time about him and how I met him and everything. It's really, I think it's a cute story. But anyways, so basically, long and short of it, my car got stolen, kind of like I mentioned in the beginning. I had to drive to Indy to get a new copy and then drive back. And then I also Grubhub at night, so like I had to also Grubhub that night. So it was just very hectic. And then I had to work yesterday morning before we went to West Virginia. And then when we got to West Virginia, basically we were there for a few hours, ate and stuff, and then went to bed. Woke up this morning and drove back. We tried to make it as fun as possible, you know, but I mean, what are you gonna do? But anyhow, that's what we're doing right now. We're home. This is gonna be the outro. This is also, obviously, this is like the check-in, like say, hey, we're home, but also like, hey, this is it for today. You're gonna be seeing this on Monday, so I'm gonna hopefully get this compiled right after I'm done with this, and then get it uploaded so you guys will have something for tomorrow. I don't want to say very much special thank you to everybody out there who has been watching these videos. My last Ike's Adventures, where I went to Indiana Beach, I actually got some clicks on it, so I really appreciate folks watching that. So it's been great. I know a lot of the stuff that I filmed was me in a car, but truthfully, that was all that I did. I mean, it was a road trip, sure, but really, it was just me driving, because that's essentially all that it was, unfortunately. But it was nice having Salsa here. He's welcome back anytime, of course. You know, maybe we'll get him back here sometime and do some more Geek-Stew stuff, who knows. But he was here for like 2 weeks, and, you know, I really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun with him. So Salsa, if you happen to be watching this, thanks for hanging out, man. But yeah, it was fun. Also, Salsa did make it home safe. And Dave Dynasty also made it home safe, as well as Mama Dynasty. They're both home safe and sound. They are everybody's back where they're at. Salsa's back in North Carolina. So good stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. Follow us on all social medias. Linked in the description at the end of the video. And as always, if you want to join the Geek-Stew crew, feel free to hit us up on social media or leave your handle below, and we'll get in touch with you if you'd like. Regardless, just let us know, because we are always looking to expand our product, because Geek-Stew will hopefully be bigger and better one day, and we want to have more people on the team. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, stay happy, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.